Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're set for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Steven. Thanks so much, Steven. I really appreciate it. Getting into the Halloween spirit, so it seemed appropriate. It's a pumpkin spice latte oatmeal stout with pumpkin spice and coffee. Fat Orange Cat Brewing Company. Great can art. I love that. 6% ABV. And I don't know if I saw a date or anything. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I didn't know how big of a ABV this would have, based on the name. So I like that it's 6%. But yeah, so I'm filming this and releasing this before we have a Halloween party we're going to. So it'd be this Saturday, in real time and in the video. And my wife and I are going as beekeepers. My wife has gotten really into pollinators. Like our yard's we're certified as a pollinator yard. So we're going full beekeeper mode. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty darn dark. It's black with a little bit of brown, finger ahead, mocha color head, very appropriate for a coffee beer. Let's get the aroma. Coffee, some sweetness. Not barrel-aged wood, but wood. Now I'm finally getting the spices. Super pleasant. They don't seem to be overdone. I've said this in many videos. If this has cinnamon in it, cinnamon I think can get overly done quickly. This does not seem to be that way. Ooh, some chocolate. Not a ton of... The adjuncts are there, but they're not super in your face either. Let's see what the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Steven. Hope you're doing well. Since I saw you 2 weeks ago. More of the pumpkin spice in the taste than the coffee. Subtle chocolate. I mean, it's a little roasty, but it's not for a this does have coffee, right? I mean, it's a latte, pumpkin spice and coffee. Yeah, I don't get a ton of coffee or a ton of roast, but some. Don't get me wrong. 6%. It's appropriately bodied and mouthfeel for what this beer is, so I'm okay with that. We don't taste any alcohol. It's got that earthy, woody thing. Again, not barrel aging, not that kind of wood at all. But almost sometimes I describe it as mulch, but it's not like I'm sitting here chewing on mulch ever. But that's the closest thing I can think to describe it as. And yeah, definitely those spices are not overly done at all. This is really nice. It's the light in body, but it's got these nice flavors, but nothing is too big, nothing's dominating in a bad way, distracting. You don't have any of that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think that it's relatively complex, but it was pretty easy to nail the stuff I'm getting. A little bit of dried fruit is about the only thing. Very little bit, very, 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 very little bit. The chocolate's more like cacao powder. I'll do one more sip, but I think I've kind of just easily been able to do this one because the flavors are, for me anyway, easily identifiable. A little bit more of the coffee roast versus the beer roastiness versus a coffee roastiness in that sip. And yeah, just this earthy underlying thing. This is really nice. This is super tasty. Good job, guys. Steven, thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. If you guys had this one before, if so, what were your thoughts? Anything else from this brewery? Anything, everything, something, a different pumpkin beer you're drinking? Comment section below. Let's get those conversations going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both of those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.